Hello and welcome to your yoga practice today. Let's all find a nice, comfortable seated position on our chairs. Back nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. And just begin to let the breath deepen. You can close your eyes if you'd like here. Breathing into your belly, nice, slow inhales and exhales. Coming into that yoga headspace. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed. And so let's bring some gentle movement into the body here. We're going to roll those shoulders back and drop one ear to the shoulder and roll the head to the other side. And drop down to the chin, lift the head up. And we'll take the head to the other side, just dropping one ear to the shoulder, rolling the neck, come back to center and lift the chin up. And again, we'll do some nice gentle shoulder rolls here. Backwards and forward. Good, and I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. We're just going to stretch out the wrists and arms here, so interlace the fingers. You can do it palms facing you and palms facing away, and then just do some nice gentle wrist rolls here. You can squeeze those fingers, squeeze the palms and release them. Interlace the hands and just really get a good stretch of those wrists, especially if you've been typing all day here. And we're going to do a seated cat and cow, so let's arch the back on the inhale and exhale round the spine and repeat. Pushing the chest forward on the inhale and rounding the chest, pulling in the abs on the exhale. Couple more here, just bringing that nice movement into the spine. And one more, and we'll come back up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Good, so recenter yourself. We're going to do a twist to the left, so just turn to look off one shoulder, twisting to the left, using the chair for balance here, finding your breath, gazing off the left shoulder. Try to maintain length in the spine even as we twist, and we'll gently come back to center, restabilize and take it to the right. So we twist, gazing off the right shoulder, maintaining length in the spine. Don't twist too far in the neck. You want a lot of the twist to be coming from the middle and upper back as well. And gently come back to center. We're going to lift those arms up overhead, lift the rib cage out of the hips, stretch up nice and tall. It should feel good. Recenter, restabilize. And I'm going to turn again so you can see we're going to fold over those legs and just drop the head. If you have a desk in front of you, you're welcome to hold on to the desk here and just let that chest drop, let that upper body get a nice stretch here. You can also place a pillow or something on your lap if that's more comfortable. And just breathe here. And we'll roll through the spine to come up, stacking the vertebrae one on top of the other until the head comes up last. And we're going to bring the left leg in and just roll that ankle a few times. First in one direction, then in the other, and just shake it out and drop that leg. Let's repeat on the right. Pull the right knee in. Give that ankle a couple of rolls to the outside and then to the in. Take off your shoes if you've been wearing heels all day. we're going to take it to a warrior pose. So the right knee is going to come to the outside of the side of the chair while the left leg stays in front. Try to straighten the left leg if you can. Turn to face the right leg, and the left foot is on the floor. We're going to bring the right arm overhead and extend up into a reverse warrior here. So we're leaning back, using the hand on the back of the leg for balance, and looking up under that extended arm. Find your breath there, and we're going to stretch in the opposite direction. Bring the left arm overhead, trying to create a straight line from the tip of the left fingertips down to the edge of the left foot. And you can't see it, but the edge of my left foot is touching the floor here, so try to get that working toward the floor, and we're going to flow with it. So we'll take it back to that reverse warrior, take a breath here, and transition nice flow right into that side angle pose. Let's do this a couple more times. It should feel good. Stretching out one side of the body and stretching out the other side of the body. Let's do another one here, really opening up the chest and side body. And again, keep the chest open in that side angle pose. Maintain the length in the spine and the openness in the chest. And let's come back to center, restabilize. And we'll do that on the left side. So take your left knee to the outside edge of your chair. Right leg straightens and opens to the back. We're trying to get that edge of the right foot touching the floor, but if you can't, or if that hurts your knee, it's fine to keep the ankle off the heel off the ground. Let's take it to a reverse warrior on this side. Arm comes up, gazing up underneath that arm. That back arm is just there for balance, so don't press into the knee. Try not to hurt that leg in any way. And we're going to transition to a side angle pose on this side. Arm comes overhead. You can turn to gaze up under that arm too if that feels good for you. Find your breath here. And now we're going to flow with it. So back to reverse warrior. Lengthen through the side body. And exhale as you transition to side angle, lengthening through the other side of the body. And flow again like a beautiful dance. Reverse warrior. And side angle. One straight line from the tip of the right fingers down to the edge of the right foot. One more time. And flow to side angle. And we'll come back to center, restabilize. So you should be pretty warm here. I'm going to stand up and we're going to come to the side of our chair. So, standing on the right side of the chair, we're going to hold on and grab onto the foot behind us, feeling that nice stretch in the quads. Now maybe this is enough for you, or maybe if you'd like, you can flex that foot. We should be holding onto the right foot, so flex that right foot if you'd like. And if you need even more of a stretch, you're welcome to lean forward, still using the chair as balance. You can use the back of the chair or the seat. And if you need even more, you can push that foot into the hand, really opening up the leg. And I'm not going to do it on this side, but you can also take that to a nice deep back bend if you can. Keeping softness in the standing leg, and we bring the knees back together. Release that foot. So, same side, we're standing on the left leg. We're going to take the right leg into a tree pose. So the right foot is going to come anywhere on the inside of the leg, either on the calf, on the ankle, and down by the floor. Or for a challenge, you can bring it right up into the groin. Just make sure that it's not on the knee. And then use the other arm that's not touching the chair for balance. You can lengthen it up to really feel that length in the spine. Feel yourself rooted down through that left foot. as the top of the head lengthens up toward the sky. You can even challenge yourself, move the hand away from the chair and see if you can still balance. And we bring the hands back to center and lower the leg down. So let's take it to the other side. I'm going to move my chair, but you don't have to move yours depending on your setup. And we're going to do the balance on the other side. So standing on the right leg, we're going to grab the left foot behind us, knees together as much as we can. We don't want that knee splayed out to the side. You're welcome to flex the foot here if you'd like. You're also welcome to push that foot into the hand away from the body, just depending on what your body needs today. Feel free to bend forward here. Feel free to lift that foot up into a back bend, coming into a full dancer's pose here. Whatever feels good for you. And one side may be different than the other. This side is easier for me, so I'm grabbing onto the chair a little bit lower. And come back, bring that knee right back in to meet the other knee. And we're going to take it to tree pose here. So standing on our right leg, right toes rooted into the floor. The left leg comes up. So we want the knee out to the side, turned out from the hips, and the foot can be down at the floor. You can even keep your toes on the floor. Bring that foot anywhere on the inside of the right leg, just as long as it's not putting pressure on the knee. And then this is tree pose, so your arms are your tree branches. You can get creative here. I like to lift it straight overhead. You're also welcome to do hand mudras. Test your balance by releasing your grip on the chair. Find your breath, find your center. And bring that knee back to parallel and drop it down. So we're going to do a couple more standing poses here. Same side, we're going to bring the right leg. Let me see how I can describe this. The right toes are going to face your chair, hips face me. And we're going to come down into a triangle pose variation here. So you want your left leg straight and the toes facing me, facing your computer, or slightly turned toward the chair, where the right leg, the knee and the toes are facing the chair. The left arm is extended up, and you're welcome to look up at that arm if you'd like. And we're going to come back up. Step toward your chair a little bit. Try to keep both legs bent straight if you can. We're going to extend one arm up and take it to a twisting chair. So that left arm is going to come on to the chair, and the right arm is going to extend up to the sky. So it's the same pose as before, but we're twisting through the spine, wringing out those internal organs. Keep the hips facing the chair this time instead of facing me. And the feet can both be facing the chair here. We don't want to torque that back knee. And gently come out of it. And let's take it to the other side. So standing at the right side of your chair. Left toes face the chair. Right leg. So again, we're not bringing the hips toward the chair. The hips are staying forward. And the right foot is turned in just as far as you can without the hips moving. And we're going to lengthen both sides of the body and come into triangle pose using the chair for support. You can hold onto the seat. You can hold onto the back of the chair. You can bend the elbow if you need to come down. Try to keep the chest open here and the spine long. The back edge of that right foot is on the floor, just like in our warrior pose. And we're going to step that right foot in a little bit. Both knees face the chair here. One hand on the hip, the other one extends up. Lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, bring that hand to the chair as low down as you want to go. And we're going to extend the left arm up to the sky, trying to create one straight line in the arms. It might be a little bit difficult, but do your best. And we'll gently come back out of it. And I'm going to take a seat back on the chair. So recenter, restabilize, relax those shoulders, lengthen the crown of the head up toward the sky. We're going to take that right leg, turn it out so that the knee is out to the side. You can rock it a couple times from side to side. And then we're going to place that right foot on top of the left thigh, nice and open through the leg. Sit up nice and straight and feel that openness in the hips. If this is enough for you, you can stay there. Or for more of a challenge, you can lean forward, really stretching out that hip. Just let the left leg be relaxed. Lengthen through the spine. Keep that length in the spine as you fold forward if you're choosing to take this option. I'm even using my right hand to push that knee open a little bit more. But again, keep your knees safe. Only go as far as your body wants you to go. And we'll switch legs. So turn that hip out, knee out to the side. You can gently rock that left leg from side to side a few times, bringing openness to the hips. And then place the foot on top of the right thigh. Sit up nice and straight here. And then find your option. You can relax here, feeling that stretch in the hip. Or if you need more of a stretch in the left hip, you can take it to a forward bend, remembering to keep length in the spine. You can always use that left hand to really push against the knee, opening it up here, but only go as far as your body wants you to go today. Beautiful. And bring the knee back to parallel and bring it to the floor. And we're going to stretch the left arm overhead. You can hold on to the chair on the right side. And let's take it to the other side. Lift that right arm overhead. With any of these side stretches, you're welcome to turn and look up under that arm. Sometimes that helps deepen the stretch. Nice breath here, and exhale back up. And just clasp the hands behind you. Fold forward as far as you can so that the hands lift off the back. Now I can get mine way up. Some people can go even further. Your hands may be right at the small of the back. You just want to go until you feel a stretch in the shoulders. Nice big breaths. Bring the hands back to the back, and then we come and sit back up. Good. So I'm going to turn so you can see me, but you can stay where you are. Don't twist your back like I am. I just want to show you the upper body. We're going to take it to a cow face pose here. So that one arm extends up overhead, the other arm bends up the back. Now, if you can touch your hands together, that's great. You are very flexible. If not, you can keep them on the back and just work toward getting those hands closer and closer. If you're at the office and you took off your necktie, you can even hold on to that as a strap and just hold the tie in both hands. We want those shoulders to be safe so that elbows are as close to perpendicular to the floor as you can get them. Don't have them splayed out to the side. And just sit up straight and find your breath here. It's a tough one. And we'll uncurl out of it. And I'll show you on the other side. Again, you don't have to move around like I am. Take the other arm up overhead. We bend and drop that hand down. The other arm is going to come up behind you. Bend at the elbow. I'm trying to get all the angles so you can see. Again, you can hold on to something here. You can just have those hands on the back and have them inching ever closer together. Or even if they're far apart, this is fine. You should just feel a nice stretch in the shoulders. If you want to hold on to a strap or your tie here, that's a perfect option. Or you can clasp the hands. And as always, one side is going to be easier than the other. Just notice that without judgment. It's the same for all of us. Nice big breaths here. And you unclasp the hands, unroll through those shoulders to come out, and restabilize. We're going to come to eagle arms here. So left arm on the bottom, right elbow comes on top of the left elbow, and we're going to try to get those hands as close to touching as possible at the palms. Don't drop the arms, keep the elbows right in front of the face. Breathe into that upper back. This is a nice counter stretch to the one that we just did, so take as much time as you need here. And we'll unclasp the hands and take it to the other side. This time the left elbow is in the crease of the right elbow on the bottom. As always, one side will be easier than the other, and that's okay. And we'll gently lower those arms and unclasp them. I'm going to take a couple shoulder rolls here to really release that whole area. And you can take the left arm across the body, turn to gaze off the left shoulder, really finishing out with a nice shoulder stretch here. And release. Let's take it to the right side. Turn to gaze off the right shoulder, pulling on that arm with the left. And come back to center. Find your center, restabilize. Do any other movements that your body needs to do. And relax. Thank you so much for joining me for this 20-minute chair yoga session. I hope you go back out into your day full of love and light, nice and stretched out. The light in me honors and appreciates the light in you.